said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Oregon State's offense will have the ball first. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively, and we've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team was.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it, and it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about it. Listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Moore will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Fighting way from every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Moore to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. defense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to keep this drive alive. And the Beavers get enough for the first down. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning on the Jets. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
To the air, it's Murphy. Caught near the sticks, it's Clemens. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. They're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play, and knowing that he can. But as a defense, you got to be careful doubling him because that means somebody else is wide open.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Beavers have enough for the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After run, now throw. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? To throw, it's Murphy. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Benson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers.
And the Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped in the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That defensive front just flat whipped the loss. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running to the left. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's loose. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. And that one's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And this one is perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Let's go, quick. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Beavers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. Dar now on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore will throw. Now adjusting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to boom.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Oh, they're after him! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give as they work on that clock. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows when to bring it. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. Third and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got fourth and California.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Paulo, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Moore to the air. Setting up the screen. Across the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Benson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. First down and more. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Whittington. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. quickly to the line of scrimmage. They spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ducks!
And how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outclass the Beavers.